All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here on a Wednesday. How's everybody doing? Doge is just hanging. 14.64. It was 14.74 this morning when I made my video. Not too much happening today with Dogecoin, but that doesn't mean we can't talk about how we want Dogecoin to go up and what other kind of crap is going on with crypto, because you know me, I like to keep it real, right? And people just putting stuff out there that's just not true. And so if you follow me over on X, you'll keep up to date on what is truth and what are lies, right? Or maybe not lies, but exaggerations, right? Or whatever. Also, have a little surprise coming in just a little bit. A special giveaway today. Yes, a special givey today, which is going to be a little different than what I normally do because I got to keep you guys on your toes. So it's not going to be the same. It's going to be a little different, a little twist, because that's what I do. That's what I do. So well, here we start. Dogecoin 14.62, Bitcoin holding on to 91K here, 91K. You know, Bitcoin's just kind of been drifting down all day. So that means everything's in the red. ETH drifting down, Algorand drifting down, Solana drifting down, ADA drifting down, SHIB drifting down, even XRP drifting down. XRP had gone on a big run all the way up to its purple box and now is drifting back down as well. So it's the whole crypto market. So I don't want to hear, oh, Doge is dead, Doge sucks. And it's like Doge is outperforming XRP and VeChain and SHIB and HBAR and ADA and Solana and Algorand and ETH and even Bitcoin. Today, Dogecoin is outperforming all of those, so I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. In fact, one of our wrenches will give you a boot if you say Doge is dead. Automatic. Automatic boot. No, maybe just a timeout. Maybe just a timeout. And then they can just listen in, right? As we keep the truth going today. The truth. So that's where we start. Again, we'll go over some stuff on X that I posted because that's always fun. You got to follow me on X at KrissPax. You got to follow me on X. And that might be a hint as to today's Dogecoin giveaway. That might be a hint. It might be a hint. So, cryptos are us. This is George. And again, George is late to the party because there were a whole bunch of posts on this early this morning, of which I had to just tell people the truth. Or at least set people straight on what is the best cryptocurrency for transactions, especially small transactions. And guess what? It's not Bitcoin. Bitcoin was not made for small transactions. It takes too long. The fees are too much. Who would want to tip creators on Rumble in Bitcoin? Who's going to do that? Who's going to do that? Rumble just launched a non-custodial crypto wallet for tipping creators in Bitcoin and Tether, USDT. That's right. This is a real shift. Platforms are starting to embed the money rails, not just the content feed. When fans can support creators directly with Bitcoin and USDT, monetization stops being ads or nothing and becomes global 24/7 permissionless. That is all true. The underrated part is distribution with MoonPay. So if they're using MoonPay, I'm like, why didn't they choose Dogecoin? because Dogecoin is made for tipping. You don't have to wait 10 minutes for it to resolve, less than 1 minute for Dogecoin, and the fees are like almost non-existent. I mean, less than a penny on a fee for tipping, where on Bitcoin, you're going to tip someone, say $10, you're going to pay like $2 in fees or something for that Bitcoin. Who's going to want to do that? And who wants to spend their Bitcoin? So we start off here. It's like the real thing is, come on, Rumble should get their act together, especially if they're using MoonPay, right? If they're using MoonPay, they got Doge. They could just use Doge. Doge. So, right, Ronnie? But I don't know. So people aren't going to spend their Bitcoin. They're going to spend their Doge. So this should have Doge. So I start with that, right? Tipping in Bitcoin doesn't make sense. It should be Dogecoin. Doge is a much better transactional cryptocurrency than Bitcoin for small amounts. So that's what I say. Hey, maybe that's just me. I don't know. But I think you guys are the same, right? You guys are the same. Then we have our friend Vivek. Crash 1, right? From 126 all the way down to 88, right? Bitcoin. Temporary. Stock market is exploding. Stock market hitting new all-time highs. And Bitcoin is lagging. Vivek says Bitcoin will follow soon. And I'm like, maybe, maybe not. Bitcoin will follow soon. Maybe, maybe not. That's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee. These guys like Vivek and all these other Bitcoin, maxis are just like, everything's all about Bitcoin, but it's not. But it's not. So, I mean, this is a bad looking chart on comparison. It's just like Bitcoin sucks. Let's all buy stocks, right? That's what this chart says to me. But hey, maybe someone starts taking profits on stocks and rotating it into Bitcoin or crypto. Nah, because they know Trump wants to pump the stock market. He doesn't care about crypto. So, yeah, you could use BCH, but it's Dogecoin. Come on, it's Dogecoin. Cynthia Lummis says that Bitcoin and crypto market structure bill is close to passing. You know what? This crypto market structure bill doesn't say anything about Bitcoin. It doesn't. But yet these guys constantly say it's a Bitcoin and crypto market, and it isn't. It doesn't say Bitcoin anywhere in this market structure bill. It doesn't say Bitcoin. But yet these guys come on here and just keep saying Bitcoin this, Bitcoin that, and it's not. So I call them on it. I just call them on it again and again and again. It's not Bitcoin. I didn't do it on this one. I did it on another one. It's not Bitcoin. It's just these guys. Bitcoin dominance looks like it's setting up to do a big nothing burger. That's what it's setting up to me. Look how tight all of these moving averages are coming. They're all tightening up. The Bollinger Bands on the Bitcoin dominance are all tightening up. And it's just going to fiddle around sideways between 58 and 60. That's all. Now, a lot of these guys are like, hey, it looks like it's all gearing up to make this big dump in Bitcoin dominance. And alt season is here. It's altcoin season. And I was like, no, not altcoin season. And it's not going to be because of Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance does not lead the way. Bitcoin dominance is just a reaction to what is happening. Nobody trades Bitcoin dominance, right? If we're truly going to have an altcoin season, it's going to be Dogecoin that's going to lead the effort. There's nothing else. There's nothing else. Yes, low roller, GameStop closing stores. You know what? It's happening with a lot of stores. It's not just GameStop. There's a lot of stores closing nationwide. We are in a recession, whether you like it or not. Although officially we're not in a recession because Trump is pumping oil, right? right? Drill, baby, drill. Like, let's go steal a bunch of Venezuelan oil. And while we're at it, let's go to Greenland too and take all their oil. That is how Trump is keeping the country out of a recession. But we all know what's really going on out there. Stores are closing, not just GameStop. But thanks, Low Roller, for adding that, because we kind of like GameStop for the meme and such. But there's a lot of other stores closing as well, all across the country. It's not good. We're not in a great financial position, which is why the stock market rally, although when you see like the S&P 500 up, well, you know what? Like, most of the S&P 500 is that Mag 7, right? It's the AI tech stocks, and the rest of them are all lagging. This whole S&P 500 new all-time high is basically all because of 7 stocks. Because now they're so overweighted, they need to do a rebalancing on the S&P 500. But Trump doesn't want them to. He wants this to keep going up to new all-time highs so he can say, see, all-time high in stock. But that's not the whole picture. It's not the whole picture. So Javon is like, hey, let's look at Jasmy. Just days ago, we highlighted Jasmy still being broken out and in oversold conditions while also holding higher lows, showing a raising probability for a bullish reaction move. Since that day, we saw Jasmy surge nearly 80% out of oversold conditions. So from New Year's Eve to a day and a half ago, Jasmy was up 80%. It already gave up like 30% of those gains. And, you know, Pepe had a big pullback too. It was way up, a bunch of those. But yeah, we were watching Jasmy, and that was cool to see Jasmy go up like that. But it's not holding. So we're seeing that with a lot of other of those low liquidity cryptos that went up real hard. They're now dropping pretty hard. SHIB too. We saw it with SHIB, right? Let's take a look. Right? SHIB went on this big run and then pulling way back. So SHIB has already pulled back from its high on Monday. It's already pulled back, what, 12.5% on a pullback. And then Jasmy, over that same time, a little more recent on its high here, and it's already pulled back at 15%. So after an 80% run, back down 15%. So these big runs that some of these alts are having, they're not able to hold. They're not holding. And we see that now with XRP as well. So a couple days ago, it was like, oh, XRP. And now it's like, yeah, maybe not. Because we're just not in that kind of market right now. Doge going sideways, holding up well. Holding up well. Trader Allen's like, well, you get one of these wedgies here, right? You get one of these wedgies. And what does that mean? Well, last time we had a wedgie, right? Just a few days ago. I mean, it's a short time frame, a 2-hour chart, right? We had a breakout up. And now we've been bopping around sideways, drifting down a little bit, and we got ourselves a wedgie here. That doesn't mean this is going to happen. Sorry, Trader Allen. That doesn't mean that's going to happen. Just because it happened a few days ago doesn't mean it's going to happen again. So Kazua Trading says, look, more up is what I want. So that is the theme of the day. More up is what I want. More Dogecoin is what I'll buy. Dogecoin must go to 20 cents this year. That is target price number 1 is 20 cents. And I called for Dogecoin 20 cents on a relief rally. Now, the relief rally may take a while. It's not going to be in 6 days, right? But 20 cents is a target for the relief rally. 30 cents is target price number 2. Now, these are the same 2 numbers that I've been talking about. target price 1 on a relief rally, target price 2 with a catalyst, and guess what 30 cents also is? Anybody? Anybody know what 30 cents also is? What is 30 cents? What is 30 cents? 30 cents. Totally messed up here. I got to go to the daily. It's where our magnet is. The magnet is up here at 30 cents. Now, I pushed it out a bit, right? Because I don't think it's going to happen right here in January. So that 30-cent magnet got pushed out a little bit. The magnet, 30-cent Doge. So I've had that. I'm keeping the magnet there. Hey, that's just me, right? That's what I'm doing. Keeping the magnet there. And we wait. But Kazua's like, Dogecoin must go to 20 cents this year, up 33%. If not, I'll send everyone that comments 100 Doge. 100 Doge. Kazua is giving out 100 Doge. Dogecoin never disappoints. Yes, and I think we'll easily see 30 cents later this year. So we've got some, I never actually responded to this. I should do that, right? I should see, because I don't know Kazua. Do you guys know Kazua? I don't know Kazua. I wonder what, yeah, I got to do this. I'm going to put my wallet in here. Hi, Kazua. Ha! We'll see if that works. We will see. We got some others in here. So that's what's going on. We'll see what happens. If Dogecoin must go to 20 cents. If not, I'll send everyone that comments 100 Doge. Okay. So we got that going on. And you know what else? We've got a giveaway right here, right now on this channel. 10 Dogecoin is up for grabs. 10 Dogecoin. And this, my friends, this giveaway is not the same as other giveaways. It's not the same as other giveaways. Are you guys ready for this? Is everybody ready? Hello? Hello? Yes, this is the givey, Ryan. This is the givey. We're going to give it away right now. 10 Dogecoin. And it's tied to my X account. So, you guys will only know the answer to this question if you follow me on X and you've been reading my replies on X. How do you get in the givey? You answer the question correctly. First one to answer the question correctly gets 10 Dogecoin. It's not you're not typing in Dogecoin. This is different today. This is different today. This is like KrissPax trivia, but you only know the answer if you follow me on X and you read my replies. You have to follow me on X. So if you guys don't follow me on X, right, you won't see my stuff in your feed. It's your mom. No. Charlotte, you don't follow me on X? What? You don't read all my great tidbits of information when I'm not here on YouTube? T, that's good. I don't know. This is trivia. This is really trivia. So yesterday I told you I've been having these conversations with Grok, right? I've been having these conversations with Grok, and I continued that today. Had a little fun with the Me and Mrs. Jones song because it was me and Grok, right? which led me right into a discussion about the Tesla diner, because if you know the old song of Me and Mrs. Jones, they meet at a cafe. Same cafe every day, you know, that thing, if you know the song. And Grok was playing along really nice, right, with the lyrics of the song. And I said, and he said something about, well, let's meet at a cafe like on Mars. And I was like, no, the Tesla diner, but only if they accept Dogecoin, right? Because it all goes to Dogecoin. It all goes to Dogecoin. But then later on in that, yeah, we got a good thing going on. Exactly. That was my thing with Grok. So Grok wanted to keep doing the lyrics, and I said, only if you tell me what your favorite song is. So I asked Grok, what is your favorite song? The first one who puts Grok's favorite song in the chat wins 10 Dogecoin. And you would only know that if you were reading me today. This is really obscure. Charlotte, yeah, I'll just let other people win because I'm generous. Never Gonna Give You Up is a great song, but it's not Grok's favorite song. It's not Grok's favorite song. But I just wanted to know what Grok would say, and it is kind of funny. And Ryan wins. Ryan is the winner. It's Rocket Man. Rocket Man by Elton John. See, Ryan, you finally won something. Oh, wait, T? Oh, yeah, T, you're up there. Oh, Ryan, you're in second place. Ryan, you're second place. I didn't see Mr. T. Mr. T got it. Oh, so close, Ryan. Ah, so close. It's T. I know. I don't know if Grok knows the song All Eyes on Doge. I'll have to teach it to him. I'll give you both 10. How about that? Now, I'll give you both 10. Mr. T and Ryan. I'll give you both 10. Send me your Dogecoin wallets in an email. And that email is, as a reminder, KrissCrypto@gmail.com. That's KrissKrypto@gmail.com. KrissCrypto@gmail.com. Mr. T, Ryan time. Send me your wallets, and I will send you the Dogecoin later tonight. But this is a reminder, guys. You got to follow me on X @KrissPax. There will be more X trivia, and you have to follow me on X. You got to read everything no, you don't. Maybe tomorrow, Charlotte. Maybe tomorrow. But this is the channel where we have fun and we give away Dogecoin. We do that right here on the KrissPax channel. You just did a quick search, Ryan? You didn't actually know that from before? This is probably why T beat you. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. You know who else is having fun with Dogecoin is Paulo. Paulo says, look, just realizing one thing, most people on Bitcoin are only greedy for more, not caring about the people, right? That's the definition of a Bitcoin maxi right there. They're only greedy for more. They don't care about the people. Bitcoin is now old money. Dogecoin is new money. Nobody wants to spend their Bitcoin, right? Because now it's store of value, right? Bitcoin is store of value. Dogecoin is a better transactional currency. the institutions and the banks, right? Governments, they're all doing their Bitcoin thing. But Dogecoin's for the people. Dogecoin's for the people. That's the big difference. No, Trump's not going to invade Greenland. They're going to make a deal with Denmark. They're going to make a deal with Denmark. That's what I heard. Trump won't get impeached unless the Democrats win the House in November 2026. So he's safe till then. Right? We got 11 more months of Trump before he's impeached. And even if he gets impeached, so what? He's still the president. It doesn't matter. Will it be a crypto crash? No, it won't be a crypto crash. It's been done before. Trump's been impeached before. So what? Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. Right. Art of the deal. Exactly, Compo. What's Trump going to do? He's going to make a deal with Denmark. He's going to make it in Denmark's best interest to hand Greenland over to the United States. That's what he's going to do. Madonna, come on, Doge. Or what was the band that did Come On, Eileen, right? Remember that 1980 song? Come on, Eileen. Do, 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 do. Come on, Doge. Exactly. Come on, Doge. I can't believe Ryan didn't text me the answer. That's funny. Who let the Doge out? Woof, 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 woof. Those are all great songs. All great songs. Hey, Sean, when somebody sends a wallet ID, let's say on this chat, is that dangerous? No, it just exposes your wallet. That's all. But we don't do wallets in the chat here. We don't do that. We don't do that on YouTube. I ask for you to send me an email if I'm going to send you any Doge. No wallet, no Doge wallets in the chat. But if you put your wallet out there, it exposes it so that people can see how much Doge you have, what your transactions are, things like that. Dexy's Midnight Runner. That sounds close. That could be it. Yeah, Dexy's Midnight Runners. There you go, Joseph. Come on, Eileen. Yeah, we could change that to be Come on, Dogecoin. Eileen, Dogecoin. Come on, Dogecoin. Do, 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 do. Yeah, that could work. That could work. Maybe I'll have Sora do that, right? That's the AI, right, that does songs. I could have them do Come on, Dogecoin in the with the same melody as Come on, Eileen, right? And absolutely, low roller is absolutely correct. Don't give your seed phrase to not only in the chat, but anywhere. If anybody's asking you for a seed phrase, don't give it. You never, ever, 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 ever. I don't care how legitimate it looks. You don't give anyone your keywords. Never, ever, 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 ever. That is scammy, as could be. Scammy. Dogecoin, buy. So here's the deal, right? We had the beginning of a relief rally, right? The beginning, nice beginning of a relief rally here in 2026, right? There it is. And we're having a little pullback here. I do think it's going to go a little higher before it goes much lower. That's how relief rallies work. This is just a little pullback so the market makers can sweep out some of the new leverage longs. And then I think it's going to bounce around for a while and then probably go up a little higher. And then I'm still a 4-year cycle believer and we're going to be in a bear market. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. The only way to get out of it would be a big catalyst for Dogecoin. Elon Musk, Tesla, X money, something specific with Doge, more than Doge OS. Doge OS will be nice, right? Doge ETFs had a little more buying in the grayscale ETF. That's okay, but that's not enough to make Dogecoin pump. If you want Dogecoin to pump, it needs to be a big catalyst. And that could lead alt season, and that could be a big blow off top. But we're not there yet. So this is where we are. I am still a believer in the 4-year cycles. The Bitcoin 4-year cycle played out almost exactly. And I know the alts didn't. They were different. But Bitcoin, still the king. And it had an all-time high in October 2025. It's a 4-year cycle. So we have that. The pinger's on, but not much happening right now, as things have kind of flattened out. But yeah, generally mostly green here in the last hour because prices are drifting downwards, taking out some of the long leverage. Let me zoom in back on 15-minute. Oh yeah, it's just totally flattening out here. So Bitcoin did come back over 91K, but volume is ticking down. There's just not much trading going on at the moment. So exactly, Aussie. Market up, market down. Yep. And 4-year cycle. I know you guys don't want to, I've heard super cycle, extended cycle. Oh, there's no way crypto's going to go down in 26. Yeah, there is. There kind of is. And so personally, I'm not buying anything right now. I'm waiting for the summer. But also, I can't buy anything right now because I got a huge tax bill to pay. I just got the link to Coinbase, and I clicked the link. Just need to verify my W-9 stuff, right? But they did pop up with what my capital gains profit was for 2025, what they think it is, and it's a big number. So, and I'm like, oh yeah, right. So I got that. I got Robinhood. Those are my two big ones, and then I had small capital gains on crypto.com. I think that's it. Oh, yeah, and Webull. But Webull's was the stock. That was Tesla. Because I made like, I don't know, $75,000 profit on Tesla stock in 2025. But it went back to like early 2023 when I bought the stock. And it went up 4x. So I went from about $20,000 of Tesla stock up to, what was to 80,000. So it was a $60,000 profit, something like that. Anyway, yeah, I got a lot of taxes to pay. What about Venezuela's money? I don't know what's going to happen with Venezuela. Now, the big rumor is that they have a crap ton of Bitcoin, and it would be interesting to hear if the United States is going to get their hands on that somehow. I don't know. But they're not going to broadcast that. But I don't know what's going to happen with the Venezuela monetary situation at all. I have no idea what's going to happen going forward. I know their stock market went up like 100%. Because they do have their own little stock market. I don't know. Wendy's is closing. 7-Elevens are closing. Yep. A lot of stores, like I said, there's lots of them that are closing. Even some small independent stores that have been in business for a long, long time. They just can't make it anymore. They got through Christmas, and now here it is, New Year. So that's tough. Just be careful at any site you are with, all the ad links and all that stuff, especially emails too. Oh man, the emails just keep piling in, and not even to my junk folder, they come into my actual inbox. Scammy as all hell. They say they're from Coinbase, or they say they're from, I mean, a lot of them I get are from things I don't even use because it's all just scammy. But yeah. You're thinking of buying more at the end of the month? Yeah, I think I'm waiting till like August. And I know that's a long ways from now. We don't know what's going to happen between now and then. And maybe Dogecoin's up at 50 cents. I have no idea. I have no idea. But that's how I'm playing it. I'm still DCA in my Doge every day, Jason. That is consistency at its best. We need Elon to wake up. The song was Rocket Man. It was. That was Grok here. So you click on that, my Grok thing, and I ask Grok, while the jukebox plays our favorite song, what's your favorite song, Grok? And he says, aha, KrissPax, tough choice. But if I had to pick, it's Rocket Man by Elton John. So you would only know that if you followed me, or you're very quick at searching. I'm not allowed to go anywhere near Elon. Ooh, that's funny. That is funny. Gappy, how are you? That's sad. 7-Eleven closing stores. What about my... Yeah. Most of those 7-Elevens are franchises. So those are independent owners, mostly, that own those 7-Elevens. So it's not like 7-Eleven, the big corporation closing, but it's when the franchise owner is not making money. And that's tough. It's tough to give up a franchise because you paid a lot of money to get the franchise. But if you're losing money month after month, you can't keep going. You can't keep bleeding out like that. So that's tough. That's tough because that's somebody who's been working hard, probably, like a franchise owner. No taking one for the team. And you're getting a whole bunch of new 7-Elevens down there, huh? Wow. Yep, gonna have to go to Dunkin' now. I mean, there's tons of other places that have coffee. We got Cumberland Farms, they got coffee. We got just a bunch of different places you can pop in and get coffee. And not like the Starbucks stuff that's overpriced, and like the gas stations that have their own coffee. Do you believe YouTube monetization will be strict? Lay off YouTubers' content? No. There's no reason I would lose my monetization. Why would I lose my monetization? Because I talk about a cryptocurrency? No. 4 years and counting, averaged out pretty good. Yeah, I mean, all those days in 2022, the summer of 2022, the summer of 2023, and even the summer of 2024. Yep. Prices were down. Grok has very poor taste. It was the whole rocket thing, though, because it's Elon, Rocket Man, that's what it was. You hate that song. Kronos, you don't drink coffee? Coffee free. You people are so weird with your coffee. It's so easy to make coffee at home. I know, isn't it? Yeah, turbo too. Prefer coffee made at home. No good coffees in coffee shops? Well, in the UK, yeah, they don't know how to make coffee there. Some of that gas station coffee is really good. Right. Once you get addicted, if you don't have your coffee, you get headaches. Right. Because that caffeine, your body craves that caffeine, right? You crave the caffeine. So, yeah, you've been needing coffee a lot lately, right? You bought yourself a $250 espresso machine with a grinder and a milk steamer. The best cappuccinos you've ever had. Well, there you go. How many of those do you have to make before you break even? Right? If you eat at a gas station, you get gas. Yeah, I don't think Amazon really competes with 7-Eleven, but they certainly compete against all the small retailers. And we've seen this more and more, which is too bad. I mean, a lot of family-owned businesses for years and years, they can't compete with Amazon. And especially it's been since 2020 when we had COVID, because they couldn't have their stores open, right? And people were then just shopping online in the safety of their own home. And once you start doing that, that becomes a habit. So kudos to those small businesses that have been able to weather through the pandemic and recover and stay open, keep making a profit. But a lot of them just keep dying out, which is too bad. Jeff Bezos doesn't need any more money. Yeah, there's lots of coffee places. 7-Eleven is rebranding 6 to 12. Annie remembers the espresso machine. YouTube is cutting back due to advertising. Advertisers aren't buying YouTube. I don't know. I make a video every day and there are advertisers. So I think finance is okay. The finance sector is actually one of the best sectors on YouTube as far as ad revenue. So there may be some other types of content that aren't getting ads, but finance is usually pretty good. Let's trade Venezuela for Greenland. Yeah. Oh. We've had more businesses close in 2025 than we did in COVID. Meanwhile, the Pentagon can fail 8 audits. The government can run in a huge $1 trillion deficit. Yeah, they don't care about us. The little people, they don't care about us. And it's too bad because a lot of those businesses have been family run for years. And they have to let them go. That's tough. Folgers, medium roast. Folgers. Been making a lot of coffee lately. Yeah. Yeah, there's noises going on. Right. Just ignore it. Ignore what you hear. I use a Keurig and I get the little cups. And that's good. That's good for me. I only need 1 cup. So I don't need to make like a whole pot of coffee. I just need 1 cup. Black. I still put in just a touch of sugar just to take the edge off a little bit. No milk, no cream. But just black with no sugar is still a little tart for me. I need to put a little bit in. I used to put a lot in, and now I've really cut back on it. But that's just me. It's all about the process. Yeah, not from Starbucks. No. Starbucks espressos are like, God, way too expensive. You've got Keurig as well. Yeah, and it's just so easy. It's like in a minute, you got a nice steaming hot cup of coffee, just how you want it. In the hypothetical cafe, the coffee is free. But that pasta salad, now that's going to cost you. But the coffee, right? You buy a pasta salad, you get free coffee. I like that. I like that. Coffee flavored pasta salad. But you need to pay in Dogecoin. Coffee pasta salad with marinara and vanilla ice cream shaped as. Oh my God, that's too funny. A chocolate Bloody Mary. Whew. The coffee ice cream I can't eat. I can't. And I can't even do iced coffee. It's got to be hot, steaming coffee. Coffee ice cream is just, ugh, I can't do it. Too much thievery, small businesses. Yeah. And they got all the cameras too. Doesn't stop people. Well, you've got a steady set of the usual, right? Usual customers that come in. So as long as you keep doing well for them, right? They keep coming to you. So that's a good business to be in, right? When you make minimum wage, what do you think will happen to small businesses? Well, I mean, a lot of those, right? Like the 7-Elevens, they hire people to work like 20 to 30 hours a week. So they're not full time, so they don't have to pay benefits, right? They're just part-time employees, right? That keeps their overhead down. That's how most of them work. Black Rifle. Coffee, only black. Smash of milk. 2 to 4 cups a day. The double espresso. Whoa. Somebody needs that caffeine fix, huh? Double espresso. Lopsy likes to grind the beans, get it really fresh. I know we could talk coffee. Like I could become a coffee channel, right? Because crypto's not doing anything. Boring. I always wear lipstick. Today, red. Kona coffee. Well, that makes sense. You're in Hawaii. What else would you drink but Kona, right? And a new haircut. I used to get red lipstick on my windshield. Who is kissing your windshield, Campo? Now we need to know. Joanna, on the community? See if it comes up for me. Let me refresh. Just get it all up to date here. Hello. Hey, look, I'm live. Right here. I'm live. If you guys don't know, you can post things on my YouTube community page as long as you are subscribed to my channel. So you should subscribe. Always a good thing. Newest. I love this coffee. No, wait. That's not Kona. That isn't Kona. You mean Will drinks a different coffee than you do, Joanna? Really? Huh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, cutting back on the soda is always a good idea. Yep. Working out, drink more water. Good plan. Can't do coffee at all anymore. Can't sleep at all if you drink it. I mean, if you have a cup of coffee at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, that's not going to bother you going to sleep at 11 o'clock at night. Right? I'm a Coke addict. Yes. I'm a Coke addict. Wish we could buy stock in Wawa. No Wawas up here. They're down south in the US. Coffee in the morning, iced tea in the evening. Me too. Me too. You can drink coffee and go right to sleep. I don't touch it in the evening. No way. There's minimum wages still at $7.25. Wow. I mean, apartments are cheaper there, right? So you're not paying the same as in Boston for an apartment. Yeah, if you were only making $7 an hour in Boston, you can't live anywhere but on the streets. That's not enough to pay for anything housing-wise. Red and green bars? Don't know what you're talking about. Got a lot of coffeeholics. Kona. I normally have 2 or 3 of them a day. Doctor said you have to stop. So 1 a day, being a good, boring girl. I get it. She was a new girlfriend many years ago and she wanted my attention. Well, if you're still talking about it today, right? It got your attention. But that's good. But that's good. If a business can't afford their employees, they shouldn't be running a business. Yeah, it's tough right now. I am glad I am not in the retail game or restaurant game. No way. No way. We already had a Doge giveaway today there, Jam Gels. Already did it. It was a trivia. It was a trivia question from my KrissPax account on X. So you only knew the answer if you follow me on X. So I'm trying to get people from YouTube to come on over and follow me on X Twitter here at KrissPax. I'm trying to get to 69K. Well, 67 first, right? 67. If I got to 67,000 followers on X, I'll have a huge giveaway. 67. I'll be giving away 67 Doge. If I could get to 67K followers on X. So you guys got to follow me over here. I keep things real here. Here's a recent post here about Tesla and Elon. Fun little thing. Here's me keeping it real about the so-called Bitcoin strategic reserve, where all the Bitcoin maxis have been saying that the US government is going to buy a bunch of Bitcoin. And right from the start, I was like, no, they're not. The US government is not going to be buying any Bitcoin. And Scott Bessent said it today. We've started a strategic Bitcoin reserve. We're not going to be buying Bitcoin, but we're going to just be holding on to the confiscated Bitcoin that they already have. They're not going to be selling that. That is their Bitcoin strategic reserve. They're not buying any Bitcoin. Scott Bessent said it. Kriss has been saying it since Trump took office. there's not going to be nobody's buying Bitcoin. And then earlier in the day, I was talking about the leverage trading, right? And the heat maps, and $400 million of leverage trades liquidated in the past 24 hours. I had my thing with Grok today because we got a thing going on, me and Grok. We got a thing going on. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. We've got a thing going on. Me and Grok. And Dogecoin is the best transactional cryptocurrency. So you guys got to follow me over there on X and, like my posts, view all my posts, comment, like all that stuff. It could be a long 2026, guys. So we got to have fun. You've got a 2 p.m. cutoff for coffee. Yeah. Yeah, mine's like 8 o'clock. I'm not going to have coffee after 8 in the morning. The Wawas have crappy food? Really? In Jersey, there's Wawas? Crappy food. I've never been to one. Arnold Palmer. That's what? Lemonade and iced tea, right? Is that Arnold Palmer? Do I have that right? The Texas minimum wage is $7.25. Yeah, that's going to be tough for those kinds of workers. They're just hourly minimum wage. Used to have cavities, but now that you've cut back on that soda, teeth are looking better. Exactly. That's all sugar. It's all sugar. Maybe after the show, you're going to go shopping and get some Kona coffee because now you've got it on your mind, right? You say, oh, I got to go get some of that Kona. I got to get some of that Kona. Sensitivity to caffeine as you get older. Yeah. You're addicted. I get it. I'm addicted. If I don't have my cup of coffee in the morning, I feel it. You feel it. Your body feels it. It's like, ugh. You are in the restaurant game. I was wondering, Warbsy. I was wondering what you do. In the restaurant game. But sometimes you got to go in and work your butt off, right? I get it. I know, 67. I can make 67. Nice, Warbs. Keep up the good work. You got a good spot. Location, 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 right? Everyone wants to be a social media influencer. Yes. But AI might replace me. No, AI can't replace me. There's no way. There's no way AI can replace me. Come on. No way. Annie can't do what I do. Yeah, I know. You're a small business owner, Charlotte. I get it. Right. The Bitcoin strategic reserve is for Venezuela's Bitcoin. Exactly. Confiscated, as Bessett said. Yep. Walmart employees receive more in government assistance than Walmart pays in taxes. So technically, taxpayers fund Walmart workers. That wouldn't surprise me, Nick. Location is key. The food as well. People always come back if you've got good food. Speaking of food, Warbsy's cooking dinner. What's for dinner? Oh, you've got a Polish food place. Cool. So I did hear that UPS is not going to be delivering for Amazon. I wonder why. Because that's like guaranteed traffic. Probably because they cut their margins too close. Could be. And Amazon's probably demanding, a new contract with low margins, and UPS says, no, thank you. That wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me. Polish sausages and pickles. Yeah, lemonade iced tea for the Arnold Palmer. Yeah, the problem, raise minimum wage that much, they're going to raise all the prices. They raise all the prices, everything is going to go up, even rents. So it's a lose-lose situation there. If Will gets some Kona coffee, you're going to make Kona coffee. Well, there you go, Joanna. I believe Ramsey said, buy more crypto. Crypto latte breath. I don't know what that means, Joseph. Anywho, what are we thinking about Doge? Yes, hoping for 20 to 50 cents for relief. So my take on that here, Joseph, as I talked about earlier, is Kazua here. He is looking at two target prices, 20 cents and 30 cents from here, right? We had the beginning of a little breakout, the beginning of 2026, right? We're going to go sideways for a bit. And then target price, 20 cents. Now, this was my target price for the relief rally, 2026 relief rally. My target price is also 20 cents. Now, I've got another target price, which he calls target price 2, which is also mine at 30 cents, but that takes a catalyst. That takes something for Dogecoin. Something for Dogecoin to get it up even more. And then on sale this summer. So, Joseph, you're right on there. 50 cents is a little high. We would need like robo-taxis are accepting Dogecoin as payment, right? Something like that. That's what we would need. But I agree. I'm with you. Relief rally still in play. I think we're just going to go sideways for a little bit, but still go up. I don't know if there's going to be a government shutdown or not at the end of the month. I hear some saying, yes, government shutdown. Others say no. Or if there is a government shutdown, it's going to be just symbolic for the Democrats, and then they're going to help pass the bill right away, and it's going to be a short one. So I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. We're still a few weeks away from that. So for now, it's just going to kind of bounce around. And that's what we got. Low volume trading, bouncing around, the immediate reaction to the tax loss harvesting from December 2025. Crypto's back up at this level, creating a new accumulation zone right here. That's what I see going on right now. And Bitcoin is doing the same thing. Right around 91K. Actually, Bitcoin's drifting down a little more than Dogecoin. Well, at least for today. It was a little higher here. Again, 15.4 is resistance. It tried again overnight, got to 15.4, got rejected yet again. So that's what's going on with Doge. But we still have fun. It's like Bitcoin is now becoming, all the banks, all the governments, all the institutions, they're all about Bitcoin. The people like Dogecoin. So, that's it, right? That's it right there. Dogecoin. It's new money. It's all about the people, used for transactions. Bitcoin, nobody's going to use Bitcoin for transactions. Just maybe a token thing here and there just to say, Bitcoin can be used. And then they don't use it because it's a store of value. They all just want to hold it till it goes to like $1 million a coin. Is it ever going to do that? I don't know. If the governments keep printing money all over the world, then yes, the price of Bitcoin would keep going up and eventually it would hit $1 million. But then $1 million is going to mean anything. In 10 years, $1 million is going to be what today $100,000 is. Because everyone just keeps printing money. So we got that going on. No way AI can replace Kriss. Yeah. Valentine can't do what I do. Every time minimum wage goes up, prices go up. You want to fix it? Yeah. That or the franchise owners are just going to have to start working themselves. Got my new Walkman today. Wait, they're still making Walkmans? I still have mine from like 30 years ago. The real Walkman. I still have one. Wow. I had a Discman too for CDs. Hey, Ely, coffee time. The best. The best. People can make 6 figures at Walmart. They move up the ladder. Right. You get into a management position, you can probably do that. But most of those employees are close to minimum wage. Right. And that's what the government wants. Make the middle class poorer. That's the way it's going. I bet we will shut down again. Kronos, Ryan working for the IRS, giving us insider info. I just got my brand new 8-track tape deck. God, that 8-tracks bothered me so much. You'd have a long song and right in the middle of it, it fades out and it switches tracks and then it fades back in. Only people who were around then know what that is. 8-tracks. It sounded good, but the sound was better than a cassette tape. But man, the fade out and fade back in right in the middle of a song, yeah, not good. Not good. Good morning, Anthony. How are you? AI Live, taking over the Kriss Show. Nope. Buc-ee's? I can't imagine Buc-ee's pays well either. Not really. What can I go opposite on? If there's still a relief rally in January, Doge going higher, that was the theme today. Right here. You missed it, Anthony. Right here. That's the theme. More up is what I want. That's the title of today's live stream. More up is what I want. And what does Kazua say? Target price 1, 20 cents. 20-cent Dogecoin. So you better go short there, Anthony. Short it to hell. I used to have an 8-track. The sound was good. 8-tracks had really good sound. But man. And the best song was Where It Always Changed. I know, right? Well, I don't know. Usually albums, the first song was the best back in those days, right? The first song was the best and everything else was kind of mid. But if you had any long songs, they always got chopped. Always got chopped. Dark Side of the Moon. Because the songs on Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon all like go into each other. They flow right into each other. And then it clicks. It changes track right in the middle. You're like really getting into it and click. What's an 8-track? Ah, what great times. What great times that was. Yeah, it's a bigger, bulkier version of a tape cassette, but better sound because it had a wider tape. So the sound wasn't all compressed like you get on a cassette tape. So it was good sound. Of course, it didn't last. I'm waiting on crypto to explode, not worried about money for a while. That would be nice. DJ Beto, I was surprised by the rise, opposed the nibbling drops. Yeah, well, I mean, 2026 was all about a recovery from the all of that selling that happened here at the end of December, going right into that last drop on New Year's Eve. So we recovered from that, and now we're back where we were here back at the beginning of December. So this whole month, 1 month of trading was just one big dip, a big cup, let's say. Oh, wait, could we have a cup and handle? What? Cup and handle, baby. Come on, let's do it. There's our cup. So now all we need is a handle, and we have a true cup and handle. That means we're definitely going higher. Absolutely. Definitely going higher with a cup and handle. Guaranteed. Anthony, short it. Next time it hits 15.4, short the hell out of it, because the cup and handle says we're going higher. Look at that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Big cup and handle. You could fill this up with coffee, right? Nice big cup of coffee right there. You know, staying with today's theme. There's no AI that would ever do that. No AI. Rewinding tapes with a pencil. Yes, I did that. Cassettes, man, those cassette players would just, the tape would start unwinding into the machine. And they didn't have good sound either, those cassettes. But you could record stuff on them, no? Right? You could have it in your stereo. You could borrow a record from your buddy, and you could record it on your own cassette. That was like old Napster right there. That was old style Napster. Dreams I'll never see had a change in the middle, gave you time to roll another joint. And the 8 tracks didn't get stuck, right? Not like cassettes. I know Dark Side of the Moon is a classic. Absolute classic. You know, cassettes, vinyl records. Yeah, all digital now. Went to CDs and then MP3s and all the other various brands. Not quite the same sound, but easy to transport. I mean, I've got 4,000 songs on my phone. 4,000 songs. My whole record collection travels with me in my phone. My whole collection. I got all my playlists, just like I had on cassettes, right? I used to make all these playlists of different songs that I liked. It's all right here. Some of them are the same, almost the same playlist that I had on cassette tapes. It's now on my phone. I don't use Spotify. I don't want to pay for Spotify. I got all my music right here in my phone. I don't need Spotify. Age verification on Spotify? What? The tape would get worn out sometimes, right? Yeah. No reason for crypto to explode. Market dynamics are not right. I agree. Anthony, we are in agreement there. I still think we have a little relief rally to go, but not an explosion. All these guys on X talking about alt season and altcoin season. No. Yeah, Dark Side of the Moon. I got a CD that was a master release or something. Dark Side of the Moon CD. Sound is good. The sound is so good. Typically, I would prefer vinyl, but I don't have any vinyl anymore. I got rid of all my vinyl. Yeah, isn't that funny? Cup and handle. There it is. If that happens, we're guaranteed to go up because we would have a true cup and handle. Recording from the radio. I did that when I was a little kid. Yeah, you'd have like the top 40 on the Saturday morning. Casey Kasem in the top 40. If you're old enough to know who Casey Kasem is. Yep. And you could record the song right off the radio. Recording, yeah, I mean, yeah, the sound got worse, but you didn't have to pay for it. You paid for the cassette, right? Retro mode. My dad has his old record player, bunch of records. Still works. Those things are just, they just keep working and working and working. They used to make stuff that actually worked, like for decades, not just for years. Like this phone is going to be worthless in a few years. This phone is it's an iPhone 17 or something, right? It's going to, in a few years, it's going to be worthless. But that old record player, still working. Still working. I can't believe people really believe in the cup and handle. I know. And every time that I've looked at these in the past, half the time it goes up, half the time it goes down. That's it. So it's like, whatever. It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. But it's fun to make fun of. You've got an AI DJ on Spotify? No way. They have AI DJs? Oh my God. Right. The new stuff breaks and it's gone. There's nothing. It's just throw it away. You can't fix it. So you just throw it away and get another one. It's sad. Very sad. Aw, you share passwords. You have your own playlist. That's cute. I have learned that positive things mentioned here are not happening, so I will be short Doge at 15.4. But if Kriss is bearish, just like any day, first day back from the holidays, I knew it's going up. I wasn't bearish in 2026. I have not been bearish in 2026. In fact, I called for the rally, the relief rally. I mean, it's still here on my chart. Exactly what I predicted back in the middle or late December. I predicted this white line that I drew here, Anthony, the relief rally line. This is what I drew. I was not bearish on January 1st. I was bullish. And at least for the first 5.5 days, Bitcoin was following my line. Then the market makers took over, right? We talked about this. The market makers took over and dumped the price, took out a bunch of leverage, hundreds of millions of dollars, and started playing their games. And that kind of squashed the whole relief rally. But that's where I was. I only have half my collection of my last ever generation iPod. All are on physical media. A Bose. I got the Bose. Nice, DJ. I have some old Yamaha speakers from like the 1970s, and they're still awesome today. They're heavy as hell, and they're not really big. Heavy as hell, and the sound is so good. You just can't get that off an iPod, you know. Oh. Vinyl, but nothing to play it on. No, I traded in all my vinyl and went to CDs in 1985. Is that right? Yeah, somewhere around there. About 1985, 86. Long time ago. Flashback. Good times. Good times. Still haven't bought back your 33 Doge. You could have bought it at 11 cents on January 1st. 11 cents. You're waiting for it to drop to lower. Original character. I didn't like the pops. I like you get a little scratch on your vinyl record and you get these little pops. It's like, I didn't like that. Exactly, for washing machines, right? And you can't fix them. You can't call a repair person to come. They don't know how to fix the new ones. They can still fix the old ones, but even that, you're going to run out of people who know how to fix them. They don't make things like they used to. They want things to fail. There's an old story about the incandescent light bulb and how the incandescent light bulb was the response to a previous bulb that would last for years. I mean, for decades. They actually made a light bulb. I forget what the filament was in it, but it was going to be for years. And General Electric was like, no, we can't sell this. It's too good. We got to make something that's going to burn out and fail. True story. True story. Because they knew they would be making money selling light bulbs. Well, Yealy, tell all your friends to follow me on X as well. I need to get to 67,000 followers on X. I need to get to 67. Right? Well, piracy's always been around. But even now, it's becoming an issue because people are getting poor again and they're having to give up their Spotify, right? How much you pay for Spotify? $5.99 a month? I don't know. I don't use Spotify, but all my music's right here. It's right here. iPhones have obsolescence built in. Yes. You don't want to be a pirate? Arr, come on, be a pirate. Be a pirate. I may or may not have any MP3s that were downloaded from Napster. I may or may not. I'll have a cup and handle in my hand for that Coda coffee. Papa needs a new GPU. You got the Bose speakers in the car. Nice, Charlotte. Nice. What is she cranking Depeche Mode in the car? It's not bad. That's not bad. I remember Radio Shack stuff. You used to go there and you could just buy all of this audio stuff. It was so good. Vinyl making a comeback, but it's wicked expensive. The Motown. Yeah, baby. Depeche Mode. Do, 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 do. Had to fix the new washer after 3 years and it was a computer. Exactly. You can't do it. That's how cars are now. Bang & Olufsen. High-end hi-fi equipment. Yeah, I finally had to replace an old Yamaha radio receiver. And I couldn't find one. It took forever to find something that would do the same thing. But eventually I found one. Well, on December 29th, I already had that relief rally drawn. So I don't know, Anthony. It's all on my old live streams. You can find it. How do you get monetized on YouTube, Stephen? I have over 1,000 subs. You have the 4,000 watch time. Okay. So then did you apply? It takes a while. It takes a while for YouTube to respond. It could be a month. It's not like an immediate thing. But congratulations on getting to those levels. That's good. That's good. I have not made any stock buys in 2026. Nope. I'm waiting for the big pullback, the big red candles, and stocks keep going up. The SPX 500. Well, at noon today, it was a new all-time high, and then it pulled back. Came up to 69.73. 69.73, new all-time high. I know I'm waiting for like, let's go to the weekly. I'm waiting for something like this. Like this was the tariff pullback, early 2025 on the stock market. I'm waiting for that to happen before I buy back in on stocks. Seriously, I'm waiting for that event to happen in 2026. Big pullback in the stock market. This is the S&P 500. The S&P 500 pulled back. What is that? 25%? Yeah, I'm waiting for that to happen in 2026. And then I'll be buying back into stocks. This has just been up, 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 up since the bottom here, middle of April last year, up 44%. I'm waiting for the next big pullback in the stock market. And then I'll be buying back stocks. I'm not going to buy them now. So yeah, my stock market dollars are just sitting in cash on Robinhood and Webull, and I'm not doing anything with that right now. It's just going to sit there in cash. It's earning interest, earns a little interest, and I'll just keep it at that. Yeah, the first weekly candle for Dogecoin was a big green one for 2026. We're now in the second weekly candle. We need to be back up to 15 cents to be in the green for this week. So by Sunday, let's see 15-cent Doge. Let's see those green weekly candles. Got to see green. Spotify is $11.99 a month. I did not know that. Wow. Well, I guess if you have your own AI DJ, right, you're getting something, right? No, I do not have YouTube Premium. I just use the Brave browser. What is a Radio Shack? Yeah, of course. Ryan always kids there prior. Always kidding. He made a Manchester playlist. Joy Division, New Order, Smiths, Happy Mondays. Hey, Ryan, what do you think about that Joy Division, huh? Ian's voice has to kind of grow on you. But if you're into that kind of thing, it's awesome. But it's got to grow on you a little bit. In new cars, you have to have a subscription to pay for your seat heaters. Oh, God. Oh, man. Yeah. How to boost your APY on Robinhood? Yeah. So for like 30 days, they will give you a higher interest rate on your unused cash, right? Your buying power. So if you deposit at least $17,000, according to this, I don't know what the latest Robinhood thing is, but if it's 17, it's 17. They will raise the interest on your buying power from like 3.5 to 3.75 or whatever the numbers are, for 30 days. Something like that. That's the Smith song. Yes. You know, Morrissey kind of has a unique voice too. Some people don't like that either. Must be a Manchester thing. I don't know. Oh. The pleasure, the privilege is mine. Yeah. Well, good Morrissey, right? So uplifting in his lyrics. April sounds right for the big red swan. Yeah, I'm waiting. It's going to happen. I'm waiting. We got the pinger going off. We got some shorts getting taken out here. Some new ones. ETH, Bitcoin, ETH. So we're getting a little movement with some green candles. Taking out some new shorts. A little bit. No more cup and handles, more like cup and crash. It doesn't mean anything. Now, Love Will Tear Us Apart is probably the best known Joy Division song. Yes. And Peter Hook does his tours, and he always closes with that song as an encore. That's his last song. He's getting kind of old, but still out there touring. Keeping the Joy Division songs alive. I still have some old Beatles LP vinyl. The Beatles. Rhymes like, who are they? Beatles? Are we back? We're above the brown box. We're above the brown box. We're below the red box. 15.4 is the bottom of the red box. Strong resistance line. Just can't get over. We did for about 10 minutes here on Tuesday. For 10 minutes, we were over 15.4, and then the market makers just dumped the prices. Otherwise, 15.4, still heavy resistance line here. That's the bottom of the red box, and that's where we are. There's still single cable subscriptions. You can still get that on Xfinity and Fios, and you just ignore all the other extras, streaming services, all of that. And that gives you most of what you need, but I don't know how long that's going to be around. I don't know. I have learned that patterns in plain view do not materialize. The opposite happens. Hey, I'm saying cup and handles are a joke, Anthony. You know that, right? I don't believe in it, right? I'm seriously kidding about cup and handle. It goes up half the time and it goes down half the time. I'm seriously, it's a joke that I drew this. And I'll come back and reference this when you start, oh, your cup and handle didn't work. I'm like, I never said it was going to work because it's a joke. Oh, I eat my own seed. Gotta have some deodorizers in your car too, right? Don't forget to smash the likes and subscribe. Thank you for the reminder, Kronos, to everybody. Likes and subscribes always. Old Doors on vinyl. Yeah, back when they only recorded on 4 tracks and you had the voice coming out of one side of the speaker and the guitar coming out of the other. Good times, right? Good times. They've remixed a lot of that stuff now, but the originals were all on different sides. Crazy what they got done back in the day. Beatles Museum in Liverpool. I'd like to go to that. That'd be cool. The crystal method. The crystal method. Do I have a song of theirs? That sounds familiar. Songs. No, that's artists, right? I don't think so. I kind of don't think so. No. Don't have a crystal method song. I thought that was something I liked from them. Midnight Oil from Australia. What, beds are burning, right? And that's Midnight Oil? That's a great song. Yeah, Nick, exactly. What's up, Enrique? A little bourbon in your coffee? Jamming to the Bee Gees. Wow. Yeah. Got a little night fever going on, huh? Got a little night fever going on. Today, we're a music channel, not a food channel. Today, we've officially become a music channel. Yeah, the old cup and handle. You think crypto is eventually just going to flatten out? I don't know. I think it'll take a while. Robbie Krieger is one of the reasons I play the Gibson. He came up with some great licks. He really did. Cool stuff. If you have a lot of side hustles to survive the economy. That's how I got out of debt. If you ever heard my story of how I got out of debt, it was side hustles. The salary from my job paid for the basics, but it was really the side hustles that got me to the point where I had extra money to start investing. Couldn't have done it without it. Couldn't have done it. Side hustles. The Bee Gees went to school where my salon is. Is that right? They're from Manchester? I didn't know that. Wow. Music and food, universal. I mean, there's nothing going on in crypto. What are we going to talk about? We did food a lot. Music. Oh. Still loving those Bee Gees. Staying alive, staying alive. Man, those guys had high voices. They first performed in Charlton. Huh. Charlton? Yeah, you will see someday, Ryan. Charlton. Right, debt. Yeah, we did a whole show on debt and finances and getting out of debt. Not only student debt, but car payments. You gotta get that car paid off. That's just, you're just losing money with car payments. Gotta get out of that. And carrying a balance on your credit cards, you gotta get that done. You gotta pay off that credit card. And then you can start using the credit card and getting extra points, cash back and all of that. But you got to get out of debt because it's sieve, just taking your money away from you. So yeah, we talked a lot about that. It's about a year ago, year and a half ago. I had a whole thing on that. Yep. A trillionaire, $1 trillion market cap for Doge. Well, if there's, let's just say the circulating supply, I mean, CoinMarketCap keeps messing this up. They now have 168 billion. It isn't. It's like 154 or something, but I don't know why it kept fluctuating here. Wherever their data comes from, they got it all screwed up. But even if it was like 150, let's say, to get to $1 trillion, that would be about 7x, almost 7x from here. So that would be 168. So at $1, at $1, it would be $168 billion market cap, according to this, at $1. So you double that, $2, right? You're at 320. You double that again, you're at 640. So that's $4 Dogecoin. So yeah, it's $6 Dogecoin. $6 Dogecoin you'd have to have for $1 trillion market cap. $6. That's up there. Eventually, it became YouTube, but I was out of debt by then. And now YouTube is my side hustle. But back then, I was buying and selling domain names and making websites. That's what I did. And then I made, because a friend of mine was a teacher, and I started making teaching products. I was doing clip art and teaching products, and I still make money off that stuff. I still make about $500 a month, and I haven't done anything in almost 10 years on that. No, about 8 years ago was the last time I made a product, and I still make $500 a month on that clip art and teaching, because they're still up there on the site and people keep buying them. Like, okay. And then I took that money and started swing trading stocks. And then that's when I started a YouTube channel, because I was bored. Wasn't working as much because of COVID 2020. So that's how it all worked. So YouTube came after I paid off all my debt, except for the mortgage. I still had the mortgage. Now, no more mortgage. I only owe a little on credit cards. Yeah, when you get to the point where you can just pay off the balance every month, continue to use it, but pay it off every month, and you accumulate all those points, and you turn the points into cash back. It's free cash. It's free cash. Because you're going to buy this stuff anyway. You go to the grocery store, right? You buy your Kona coffee, you use your credit card, and you earn points. The BGs were an anomaly. I know that whole family, right? Like the Jacksons, right? Jackson 5. They're about the same time. You want to talk about music and the new music versus the old music? Yeah, that's a whole thing. That's a whole thing. Good thing for me, no debt. So I just wait and watch crypto. I know, right? You just wait. It's doing nothing today. Just kind of chopping around. Focus on the higher interest rates first to pay down the debt. Usually credit cards. Not a fan of the old rap music, huh? Not a fan. There's some I actually enjoy. It's very obscure stuff, though. Very obscure. Maybe 20 years for Dogecoin to get to $6. You know, 6 or 7, somewhere in there. 6 or 7. Let's go to 6.7. Yeah, that's about exactly right. $6.7 Dogecoin will get you to $1 trillion market cap. The Beach Boys too, you're right. Yep. Will, I'm always right. Haven't you learned that yet? Kriss is always right. I'm the master of everything. Always right. Exactly, Ryan. With capital letters, never have an outstanding balance. Knights in white satin. Oh, moody blue stuff. Ogre the bench. Is that something I need to listen to, Nick? I don't know it. I don't know that one. Ogre the bench. What will I be listening to? Yeah, Charlotte's always right. Yeah. Ogre the bench. See, if I don't play it now, I won't remember it. Is it something I'm going to regret? 80s style, really? Is it new? Ogre the bench. Ogre the bench.
Seamlessly trade stocks, options, crypto.
Oh, look. I got a Robinhood ad. 4 million views. Okay. I can't play that much because I don't want a copyright strike. But it's in my playlist now. Sounded off to a nice good beat there. New retro wave electronica for today, 80s style. Okay, I'll check it out. I now have it on my YouTube. All right, pay off your credit card each month. Don't end up in debt or accumulating interest. Exactly. It's hard for some people because they're already too much of a balance. But whatever you can do to pay that off. I'm not going to get into Slayer. No, don't think that's happening. See you prior. Seasons in the Abyss. Slayer Light. Ryan is a Slayer fan. Dude, Slayer. Yeah, Nick, I'll check it out later. I'll crank it really loud on my big speakers. I'll crank it really loud. $2.5 by 7.4. I'd love to see that. I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm guessing 7.4 Doge is going to be depressed in bear market, but we'll see how that plays out. We will see how that plays out. So there we go. We have our targets if we get the second part of a relief rally going, and then our target price 2, which is going to be catalyst, Dogecoin catalyst for target price number 2. So we have those here, but we also are having fun comparing Dogecoin to Bitcoin. We, of course, prefer Dogecoin. Those Bitcoin maxis have no idea. No idea. So I hope everyone has a great night. I will be live again on Thursday. Same bat time, same bat channel. I like saying that. Na Batman. I'll end that with that note on music. I hope everyone has a great night, or it's already Thursday morning where you are. So enjoy your day. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.